Welcome back, folks. Today we're going to be changing the rear O2 sensor for my 2011 Subaru WRX STI. So let me just go over the quick procedure about what we are doing today, procedure and step by step. So obviously, in order to change up the O2 sensor, I'm going to have to jack up the vehicle, right? And yeah, so before I do that, I'm going to be disconnecting the negative terminal of the battery as I did over here. It's a 10 millimeter socket. Disconnected that. Now I'm just going to jack it up. I'm going to be spraying some spray lubricant, penetrating fluid onto the threads if I can, just to make sure, it's easy to take off. And then I'm going to be disconnecting the connector, and I should be on my way into removing the O2 sensor. If there's things I'm missing, I'll go over when I'm actually removing it. But other than that, for now, let me jack up the vehicle. Let me take a look underneath of exactly what else needs to be done. All right, folks. So we're back again. I jacked up the vehicle on the driver's side. The O2 sensor connector and how it's connected is easier from the driver's side. Obviously, few things I obviously used. A cardboard so I'm not getting too dirty underneath the vehicle, and the things I need are a 22 millimeter O2 removal socket. Let's see how that looks like. So that so the reason there's a split over here is because most times you won't be able to get the um, the wires off, obviously for obvious reasons, because the O2 sensor has wires coming out of it. So the wire is gonna slide in through over here, and most times it's a 22 millimeter. Different cars may have different size sockets, but for me it's a 22 millimeter. I also have a 22 millimeter open-ended box wrench. So let's see if I need that, but I have it just because, if it's easier with the box wrench, I'll go at it with a box wrench, and also the penetrating fluid. So yeah, let me get underneath the vehicle. Let me show you guys where the O2 sensor is. There, the connection, obviously where it connects to the exhaust system, it's right over there, and the connector is right somewhere right over here. The wire is a bit long and runs underneath the car for a bit, and the connector is going to be right over there. This would be an easier job if the vehicle was raised up, like. Okay, it came off. That wasn't too bad. Right. Yeah, there you go. So now I'm gonna be moving you guys again. Can't actually see it. There we go. There we go. See, that wasn't that bad. Now let's see where I can feed this out of. All right. So let me just pull it out. Then we can unscrew this. There we go. All right, folks. So I have the both old O2 sensor and the new O2 sensor right over here. Obviously, you can see there's some carbon deposits on the old one, and this is what the new one looks like, right? In terms of the connector itself, obviously I don't expect there to be any corrosion or anything like that. Let's see if I can zoom in. No, there's no corrosion or any of that, anything like that. Obviously, new one, same exact connector. In terms of installing it, obviously install is the exact opposite of removal. You can go ahead, thread this thing in first, thread the O2 sensor into its place first, and then you can run the wire and connect the connector, right? Other than that, it's pretty simple. I'll set up a time lapse to show you guys how the installation goes. In terms of tightening it, you don't want to over tighten the O2 sensor. The shop manual calls for 15.5 foot-pound. So that's that. I'm not going to be over tightening it. There's no reason to over tighten it, because at some point, again, you might have to replace it, and it's just going to cause a big issue. You're going to need a torch and whatnot to remove an O2 sensor if that's the case. There's no need for that. Just tightening it to spec, which is 15 foot-pound, and that's that. And obviously, I have a couple of zip ties that I'm going to be zipping it up, the line up with, so it doesn't come in contact with the hot exhaust or anything like that. Other than that, let me go back and put this in the car, and we'll go for a ride, see how the car drives, and go from there.
For now, I'm just going to feed it through, so it's just not dangling in front of the face. Again, like space isn't too much space over here today, so it's just and also, like I said, I'm also going to be sending it up to 15 foot-pound.
All right, folks. Finally, I'm done wrestling with the O2 sensor connector, the zip ties, and the sensor itself. Everything's back on. Now I'm just gonna lower the car. I already put the battery terminal back on. And yeah, I'm gonna start it up. Let's see how it goes. And then, yeah, I'll give you guys some feedback, see how it went. And then we go from there. And maybe we'll go for a drive after, make sure there's no check engine light popping up. All right, folks, I just started the car up. I made sure I cleared the old codes. I reset the ECU. Right now, obviously, just idling. There's no check engine light. I have to perform a couple of drive cycles. Then that's gonna give me a better view of how the car is doing. Because before the old O2, it was throwing a check engine. It was saying the activity is low, so just wanted to change out the O2 and just give it a shot, right? So again, everything looks pretty good. There's no feedback obviously on idle. DAM is doing pretty well. Coolant, obviously it's going up eventually. Like I said, like AFR, like air fuel ratio is around 14 at idle, and oil temp is at 51 what is it, Fahrenheit. I'm gonna wait till it goes higher a bit, goes up a bit more, and the oil pressure is around obviously 90, high 90s right now. I'm gonna wait for it to come down as well. Other than that, I'll take another video while I'm driving and see how it's doing, and then I'll report back. All right, folks. So I just been driving around for around 10 kilometers so far, and so far no issues. The issue I was facing before, like when I was not on in boost, the car felt very laggy, and like, you know, I could feel the car vibrating, like stumbling and whatnot. Like I could feel like a misfire, but like obviously it wasn't throwing a misfire code, but I could feel the car misfiring and whatnot. So so far there's no feedback knock, nothing like that. My DAM numbers are good. My feedback knock is good. Zero feedback knock, and obviously AFR is pretty good, right? So yeah, I mean, so far I haven't obviously given it a full pull. I haven't been on boost, but even before when the O2 was bad, the boost was pretty good. When I was in boost, I gave it under full load. The car was performing really good under load. It's just like it's just the roads are very bumpy. Anyway, so under load, the car was going good. It's just when I was like idling and whatnot, like idling and like, you know, just stop and go traffic, when I'm not hitting boost, that's when my O2 sensor was predominantly acting up and the car was throwing misfire codes and stuff like that. But so far, I've been driving the last few kilometers with no boost. As you can see, I only hit like 0.41 psi so far in my drive. Like I said, I was trying to imitate the issue that I was having before. So far, it's been pretty good. I've been going on speed limit and stuff like that. So yeah, the car's driving really nice. I mean, it's very responsive. I love how it's going. But yeah, if there's any other issues coming up, I'll keep you guys posted. But I don't think there should be anything else that should require any attention. But other than that, yeah, I hope you guys like the O2 installation video. I mean, I know it was not like, you know, super, the angles weren't super great. I was obviously working on the ground. That made things a bit complicated. Other than that, yeah, hope you guys liked the video. Yeah, I'll be back with more. All right, folks, just wanted to check up, give you guys a quick update. Again, I just went on some highway, just made sure got the car under load. There's no check engine light. Like I said, I hit about 16 psi boost. Again, like I said, no check engine light. Everything looks as it should. Like the oil temp is around 190. Oil pressure is around 20 on idle, 20-ish on psi on idle. And yeah, there's obviously no feedback knock and whatnot. Let me just give you guys a quick update from outside the car. Yeah, this is sounds great. There's no misfire or anything like that. It doesn't sound like that. But yeah, it's looks amazing. I mean, sounds amazing. I'm happy driving it how it is right now. And yeah, let's just give you guys a quick picture on the car. Great, amazing. All right, boys and girls, easy. I'll catch you in the next video.